Well, welcome back to my channel, guys. So today I just did my brows already because I feel like it took forever. So I'm going to prep my eyes with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 25 instead of the shade 20. Gotcha there, didn't I? And use my beauty sponge to blend that out to make sure that I have a nice, even, smooth canvas for when I am about to do this eye look. Then just doing the regular stuff, setting it with my Covergirl loose powder and my Morphe brush, and just really setting it in place to make sure that the concealer does not move or crease, doesn't go anywhere, doesn't think about it, because I'm not going to have it today, so just pressing it into the eyelid. So I really had no idea what I was doing for this makeup look, as you could tell, obviously, but then I decide, let's do something new and creative. So I'm going to pick up this shade, picking up the shade Butter and also Creamsicle on my Morphe E27 brush and use that as my transition color. Then I forgot to add some tape, so I just take some Scotch tape, put it on the back of my hand, rip it off a couple times so it's not so harsh when I take it off my eyelids or my eyes, and I just use the tape to really create that sharp cut angle that I'm going for today, and I feel like tape really helps me with my stuff. So then I'm going to pick up this shade Jada on my Morphe brush, and I'm going to begin to draw my crease. I'm going a little bit above my crease because I want it to be able to see the crease when my eye is shut. I want you to be able to see the color still while my eye is open, not shut, sorry. So I'm going a little bit above the crease and really just taking my time drawing the outline of it. So once I get the outline of it, I feel more confident of where I want this crease to go. So I'm just going back and forth with the shade Jada and my Morphe brush and just really drawing it out, making sure it's what I like. If I don't like it, I will always take it off and start over. Makeup is makeup, right? You can always take it off at the end of the day and start over if you don't like what you are doing. So I'm just really drawing this crease, going a little bit above my natural crease and then drawing it out towards my eyebrow. So then I take a more precise Morphe brush, and I will leave the names of the Morphe brushes down below, but I'm picking up the shade Jada still and really deepening the crease, the new line that I created, my new crease basically, and just really giving that crease more color of the shade Jada. Then I'm just going to take this clean Morphe brush and blend it out because we don't like harsh lines, and especially when you're doing a cut crease, harsh lines are a no-no. So I'm just going to blend that out, go in circular motions, and just continue to work that color up and not down. Work it up, work it up. Then going into the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, Subculture palette, I'm going to pick up the shade Axis, I believe it is, and take that small brush again, and I'm literally taking just like one dip into there and just deepening up the crease line. Just really making it rich and blue and really defined. I'm just going back and forth with the color, winging it out, and just really putting some depth in there until I get the color that I desired, that I was going for with this look. Then again, just taking a Morphe brush and just blending it out, making sure that when you added the shade Access that there was no harsh lines, and just really take your time with this look. It took me a long time to get this cut crease down, and I still have a lot to work on, so I just took my time with this, and I was in no rush, so just don't rush and blend it out and thoroughly. So to cut the crease, I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Sand, put some on the back of my hand, and then take my Morphe M172 brush and just really get your thoughts together, compose yourself, because this was a little tricky for me. And also, sorry about the lighting during this video. It was really dark when I decided to film. So I'm going to begin to cut my crease, and this part you need to extremely take your time with. I just stared into the mirror, took my time, went inch by inch, and then when I felt like I needed a break from drawing the crease, I decided to, or I would go into blending the concealer onto my eyelid. Just really go little by little, take your time. If you need a break, that's cool, take a break. I did. I decided to blend my concealer down to my eyelid, but I knew I wasn't done cutting my crease. So just really take your time. It's okay. Just make sure that it looks nice and cut. Cut, cut, cut. Cut crease is the key, people. Cut crease. Then I'm taking a little bit of my Covergirl loose setting powder on my Morphe brush and setting that concealer to make sure that the shimmer shades that I'm going to put on top of it do not budge. Don't move, don't crease, don't do anything but stay there and sparkle like a diamond in the blue sky, in the clear blue sky. That's what I want. So just set that concealer and make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. Then my camera decided to turn off. So, to the next eye, I'm going to take the shade in Light from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and on a Urban Decay flat brush. This is dry. I didn't wet any of my brushes because I wanted just to see how they would look dry. So, I just put that on the outer or the inner corner of my eye and just really packed it on little by little. Then taking the shade Pool Party and going in with the Anissa brush that came with the Subculture palette and packing that dead on the center of my eye. Just really building the color and really making sure that this color pops. I wanted it to pop out of all the colors on the eye look. Just pack. Then I'm going to take a little bit of In Light, or not a little bit, what's left of the brush, and just blend In Light and Pool Party together so that it looks seamlessly, and these shades blended effortlessly. So good. So then on the opposite side of the Urban Decay brush, I pick up the shade Diva and I begin to put that on the outer corner of my eye. I didn't want a matte shade out here because I wanted the whole lid to basically be shimmers. So then I pick up the shade Jada on my Morphe brush and I fill in the rest of the crease. In the other eye, I had Diva all the way to the end, but I really didn't like it, so I decided to try Jada on the outer half, and I really liked this better than Diva. I don't know, I just feel like the matte shade out there was a little bit better than the shimmer shade in my opinion, for what I was going for today. I just really liked it. So then I just pick up a little bit more of Pool Party and Diva and just make sure they all effortlessly seam together. There isn't just a chunk of Enlightened, Pool Party, and Diva. It's all one effortless lid. So then favorite part. So then for face, I'm going to take my e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer, and as you can tell, I added some liner, and I also took a makeup wipe to the outer part of my eye. I really liked the dramatic look, but that was not what I was going for today, so I just took a makeup wipe and cut the crease basically in half. It was longer, but now I just made it a little bit shorter because I thought that complemented my eyes really well, and I thought that the eye look really goes well with a longer or with a shorter crease. But hey, if you like the longer crease, you do you, girl. So then I'm going to take my Rainforest mist and spray that over my face. For foundation, L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible, and you guys have seen this part so many times, so I'm just going to fast forward this part while I blend in my foundation and my crease, or my concealer, and also set it. setting the concealer, I absolutely love this powder. It's the Ulta pressed setting powder in the shade Banana, and I use this Morphe brush just to set that into place to make sure that the concealer does not crease under my eyes and we look like flawless underneath the eyes. But I really love this powder. It brightens up the eyes really well. So then to set the rest of the face, I'm going to take my Covergirl loose setting powder and a e.l.f. face brush and just rub that along my neck and set the rest of my foundation and my face so that nothing else moves and everything is good. For bronzer, once again, I'm taking the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Light Bronzer and just really highlighting, or not highlighting, bringing color back into my face with putting some color on my temples, along my forehead, and on the side of my cheeks so that I look alive. For highlight, I'm going to use the Holmes Spotlight Palette by Smashbox and use the first shade. Oh my god, this highlight is freaking gorgeous. Aren't you surprised I'm not using the Carly Bible highlight? But this highlight is absolutely stunning. All three of those shades in there, the lightest one, the two rose gold ones, they are perfect highlight shades. Amazing. For lower lash line, I'm going to pick up the shade Creamsicle on its own and just run that on my bottom lash line just to pick up some transition color in there. You know, I don't want to go straight into the blues. I wanted just a little bit of orangey transition in there to make it look really, really well. Then I'm going to pick up Jada on a flat-edged e.l.f. brush and run that super, super tight to my lashes. I'm going to, I didn't want to smoke it out so much with the blue because the top of the eyes is bam in your face, hello Monday, and just really blend that in with the Creamsicle shade. For liner, I'm going to take my NYX liner in the shade Cashmere White, and I didn't want to do black because I didn't want it to be a super dark liner. I wanted it to open up my eyes because this eye look was just really, really amazing, and I wanted to put some white in there. For lashes, I'm going to take my Maybelline Great Lash mascara and just use that to prep the lashes for my Rimmel Scandalize mascara. You guys know that is my ride or die mascara. I can't get away from it. I've been meaning to try the L'Oreal one that is kind of like Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, but I haven't gotten around to it. So for now, these are my ride or dies, my holy grail. I love this combination. So for lips, I'm going to take the surprise, surprise, NYX lip liner in the shade London and line my lips really nice and then begin to fill them in. I'm telling you, I can't get away from this shade. So if y'all know a nude shade that is really good, that works for you, let a girl know. And then I'm just going to take this Kinko lip gloss, and I don't know the name of it because I got it a long time ago when I was in Spain, but I'm just going to put that over the liner and bam. And to set it, I'm going to take the Urban Decay setting spray and just set my face. So that is it for today's video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it because I loved creating it, and I'll see you next video. Bye!